show you my number 3.
Please.
So it's, I swear I'm going to get it at some point. So you see this on the bridge?
Oh, that's the bender.
Yeah, it's the B and G bender.
Yes.
So basically, the story behind this unit is that when I was at Guitar Summit, this is going to be a theme throughout this video because Guitar Summit had a big impact on me this year. So,
yeah.
I'm over at Guitar Summit on the Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I go upstairs. I'm on the 3rd floor where there's these doors and there's this one square room in the middle. And there's a bunch of people there and they're all obviously competing for some attention because, I mean, it was crowded. Yeah. And one of the guys over there sees me with the camera, gets my attention, and starts to show me the stuff he's making. So this one here, that's basically his bridge, which is solid. I believe he told me this is a steel bridge.
Okay.
And he's got this really clever, and I know it sucks because my lighting is not great, but I have a whole video about the install. So if anyone wants to go and watch it, you can watch it. But he came up with this design, and it's killer. You don't even have to, there's no routing in my guitar, right? Come on. I wouldn't make a very good airplane pilot, I can tell you that. So, so you got brass saddles on here. Everything is top notch. It's great quality and no modification to the guitar. If you don't like this, you can just take it off and sell it and put your old bridge back. So there's no mods at all with this one. And I've seen others where they have these goofy things coming out like this. So they're playing and they have to use these levers just to bend the pitch. I was like, that looks goofy as fuck. I don't want to have that on my guitar. But when I saw this, I was like, man, look, it's kind of in the way if you're like me and you play dead center, you're going to knock your, you can hear that.
Mm.
So I have to adapt my playing, but this is meant for country, right? So a lot of country players are playing a hybrid style where their hand isn't they're not old Western guys just playing country chords. So it requires me adapting, but seriously, the innovation behind this is absolutely brilliant. It's not invasive. You don't have to mod the guitar. So, and it's really well thought out. Everything is spec'd out. So yeah, this is my number 3. When I saw this at Guitar Summit, I was like, I want to try it. And anyone that doesn't know, Apollo Music Parts, which makes these, the owner of it, Remco, is super brilliant guy. He's been in this industry for a long time, and he actually works with Frank Falbo.
Oh, right. Okay.
Who used to be at Seymour Duncan, right?
Yeah.
So the both of them work together, and they come up with parts. And Frank Falbo's using his gear on his own guitars now that he's making. So yeah, Remco is brilliant guy. He's got some great ideas, and he's just super down to earth guy. So yeah, I can't recommend this one enough. If you're wanting to try that without destroying your guitar, this is the way to go.
Yeah, I really admire people who come up with aftermarket parts that do not need any modification of your guitar. I absolutely love that. And I think we need more of these people. We need more of these they're brilliant minds, they're looking at if you look at, in this case, it's a Telecaster. If you look at guitars that are built in a modular way, so the Strat is built in a modular way, the Telecaster is built in a modular way, and then these guys kind of, in their heads, they're taking the whole thing apart, and they're looking at, okay, how is this actually built? And if I wanted to add something to that, what do I need to modify? And then they look at it again. It's okay, how can I avoid modifying it? And I think that's absolutely brilliant. I wish we had more. We have a lot of people who can do that. But yeah, I wish we just had more, because this is a brilliant way.
It's a brilliant one. And if you go on their website, you can look at the other innovations. He makes a guitar neck And the guitar neck that he makes is intended for guitars that are equipped with tremolos, especially like Floyd Rose type tremolos. And you know, when you want to drop tune those guitars, forget it. The bridge starts to move and all this stuff. Well, he makes this neck where there's just these tiny levers that you just move over, and it acts like a capo. So your two bigger strings, okay, so the E and A, or if you have a 7-string, that could be your B and E. You just move that over, and all of a sudden you're in drop B or drop C or whatever key you want to be in. And then when you want to go back to standard, you just flip it, and the bridge doesn't move.
Whoa, okay.
So, yeah, so very interesting. And he also makes these, let's say you're playing a multi-scale guitar with like fan frets and all this. He makes this bridge where it looks like little cylinders, and they're all independently placed on the bridge part. So that way your guitar, you can do the intonation without having it constricted to a whole massive bridge. They're their own individual bridge. So if you look at the designs, man, he's got a lot of really fucking cool shit on there.
What's the name of the company again? Sorry.
It's called Apollo Music Parts. He's out
Apollo
of Australia.
Music Parts. Australia.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, we're going to link
Very
to that.
cool guy, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely we will. And I chatted with him because when I received the bridge, he wanted to make sure that I knew how to install it and all this stuff. And, oh man, he's a great guy. He's awesome. I really like him.
Amazing. Yeah. As I said, we need more of these guys out there. It's
Absolutely.
it's good that they exist. Okay.